So today we're doing a Pokemon challenge. Can we beat Pokemon Red while only using Missingno? So this is kind of a weird challenge, since Missingno is a glitch Pokemon that was obviously never intended to be used. So here we have to choose our starter. I choose Bulbasaur because then our opponent has Charizard, which I think will be the hardest for us to fight. We can't just catch Missingno from the get-go, because there is another glitch. If you haven't seen a Rhydon, every Missingno you catch will turn into a Rhydon. So we have to see a Rhydon first, and then we can catch our Missingno. So here I will put the base stats on the screen. We hit pretty hard, but the rest of our stats is terrible. Our base defense is literally 0. Any other Pokemon will take hits better than our Missingno. So, as you might have noticed, we're from the normal bird type. The bird type doesn't actually exist, which is interesting. Also, our starting attacks are Sky Attack, Water Gun, and Water Gun. I have no idea why we have Water Gun twice. That shouldn't even be possible. But we're talking about the Gen 1 spaghetti code here, so anything goes, I guess. Also something to notice is that Missingno at the start takes tons of XP to level up, which will be an issue very soon. First we have to start by grinding. Water Gun is based on our super low special and does very little damage, and Sky Attack needs 2 turns. Grinding is only real possible on Kakunas, because Weedles are too much of a threat because they keep poisoning us all the time. So here's the first trainer battle, and we actually won, but we were very lucky because it didn't poison us. If it would have poisoned us, the battle would have been immediately over. But our luck quickly runs out. The second trainer already beat us, because if both Weedles attack, we have no chance against him. For now, we just ignore the second trainer and go directly to Pewter City, being a bit cocky and thinking, oh, we have a water attack. I went into the gym immediately and lost to the first trainer. We've done a lot of grinding now and we've reached level 10. We're still no match for the first trainer, so we just try Brock. Actually managed to beat his Geodude, but it costs us half of our HP, so we're no match for Onix because we can't really escape by it.
The next battle is against Pewter Gym leader Brock. How will the challenger battle Brock's rock-hard team?
After a long grind, we reach level 13 and tried again. On level 13 we failed again, but only because Onix had a critical hit. With a bit more luck, we can definitely beat it. On the next attempt, we easily won, because Geodude did not attack us and Onix only used Bite. You would probably expect it to get a lot easier, but it doesn't. The first trainer nearly beat us because of a crit. At the third trainer, we're already brickwalled again, because the guy that loves short so much has a Rattata that does huge damage to us, and if we get into Ekans Wrap, we're done for. Because this is Gen 1, and Wrap locks you into place so you can't attack. I tried that fight multiple times and it's just not happening. The fact that we need 2 turns to charge up Sky Attack is getting to be a real issue.
Much later.
After a horrible grind all the way up to level 18, we finally beat him, but I don't even know if it's because we're at a high enough level, because he just stopped using Wrap for whatever reason. The rest of the trainers thankfully weren't an issue, so we're jumping to Mount Moon. Here is a fun fact I discovered. Missingno has Water Gun twice, but it can't learn the TM for Water Gun. Yeah, Gen 1 is weird. Deeper inside Mount Moon we found Mega Punch, which is nice because now we finally have an attack that uses our attack stat and doesn't need 2 turns to charge up. The only slight issue with Mega Punch is it's not 100% accuracy, but I take it over Sky Attack any day. Thanks to Mega Punch, we beat Mount Moon really easy. So let's jump to Cerulean City. It's really nice to make progress after being brookwalled for so long. First I tried to give Misty's gym a shot. It didn't go very well because her Starmie is just way too strong for us right now. So I decided to try the rival battle instead. The rival battle isn't going much better because he has two Pokemon that have quick attack. I tried the fight multiple times and it's also not happening. We start to have a problem with Mega Punch not being 100% accuracy because it misses all the time.
1 hour later.
This is it! The battle against Misty, the Cerulean Gym Leader and the Maiden of Water Pokemon. Let's see what the challenger has in store for her.
The second try at Misty's gym was very close, but we still lost. But that shows me it's possible, we just need a bit more luck. After 34 more tries, we win, because Misty decides to only use Tackle for some reason. Now we try the rival battle again. It's very close, because we missed a Mega Punch and he crit us, but we still won. So we're finally making progress again. We fight all the trainers and turn Bill back into a human to get the ticket for the SSN. Once we reach Vermilion City, we immediately head to the SSN. The trainers didn't pose a threat, so let's jump to the rival fight. In the rival fight we took quite a bit of damage because Mega Punch missed, but we were never in any real danger. Now that we have cut, we head to Lieutenant Surge's gym. Me being me, it took me about 4 tries to solve the puzzle.
Here he is, Lieutenant Surge, the leader of Vermilion Gym and the commander of Electric Pokemon. The challenger better pick the battle Pokemon with caution.
For once, the gym was really easy. We received a crit from Raichu, which hurt a bit, but we were never in danger. Rock Tunnel and the trainers before it were really nothing special, so let's head straight to Lavendia. The only noticeable thing is that Mega Punch missing starts to really get on my nerves. Once we reach Lavendia town, we head straight for the rival fight. The rival fight was a one-shot sweep. We're just way too overleveled at this point. Something to notice, at some point Missingno stopped needing a lot of EXP and leveled up really quickly. Our next stop is Celadon City. This is where our Missingno should get a lot stronger because we can get a lot of nice TMs. First we get the TM for Tri-Attack, which is basically Mega Punch but with 100% accuracy, which is super nice. We also get the TM for Ice Beam, so we have a relatively powerful ice attack. And we get the HM for Fly that we also teach our Missingno. Here are our current stats. Our attack is really good. The speed is way below average and the rest is just terrible. Here we have our current move pool. Tri-Attack, Bubble Beam, Ice Beam and Fly. That should be a huge upgrade to what we had before.
It's on! The battle against Erica, the Celadon Gym Leader and a Grass Pokemon Artist. Smart strategy is the key to victory.
Next we go to Erica's gym. Erica was super easy. We just used Fly and Tri-Attack and nearly completely one-shot her, apart from one little miss. Even with 100% accuracy moves, nothing can escape the 255 glitch. Next, we went to the gambling corner to beat the Rocket Grunt and push the button on the totally not sketchy poster. So since we unlocked the stairs, Rocket Hideout is next, so we can get the Sylph Skull. For current level, the trainers really are no threat, so let's jump to the first Giovanni fight right away. The first Giovanni fight, it wasn't very hard, but I was super badly prepared. For example, I was still poisoned, so we had a short scary moment when Kangaskhan crit a bite, which did a lot of damage. Next we go back to Lavendia town to beat the Pokemon Tower. Nothing really exciting happened there, so we're just gonna skip it. We're rescuing Mr. Fuji to get the Pokeflute. Back in Celadon City, we go left to wake up Snorlax and beat it. We beat all the mandatory trainers on Cycling Road and head straight to Fuchsia City. Once we reach it, we immediately head to the gym. The trainers in Koga's gym really couldn't do anything, so Koga is next.
The next battle is versus Koga, the Fuchsia gym leader and the master of poison Pokemon. Can the challenger do anything about the effects of poison?
Koga was another easy fight. The fact that Missingno started to level up that quickly just gives us a huge level advantage. Next, we take a little detour to get the golden teeth and the HM4 Surf. We give the warden his teeth back that he doesn't even bother to clean and just puts in his mouth, and receive the last TM that we will need later. We head back to Celadon City and give the guard something to drink. The Pokemon world clearly has never heard anything about employee protection, if the guard can't even take a break to get something to drink. Next is the Silphco building. We easily clear it out and get the keycard. Next is the rival fight. Our rival did not stand a chance at all against our level 72 Missingno. Our level is just way too high for the opponents at this point. We pick up the gift Lapras because we don't actually have a Pokemon that can learn Surf. We also search the Silphco building for the last TM that we will probably need, which is the TM for Earthquake. Once we find it, we immediately teach it to Missingno and replace Bubble Beam with it. The speed at which Missingno is gaining levels at this point is totally insane. I've only beaten a few trainers while I was searching for Earthquake, and we're level 81 now. Giovanni fight is next, pretty much the same thing as the rival, where our level is just way too high. After clearing out Silphco and beating Giovanni, next is Sabrina.
The challenger faces Sabrina, the Saffron gym leader and the mistress of psychic Pokemon. Try not to get scrambled by psychic attacks.
Sabrina is not causing us any trouble, so the fight was pretty easy. We head back to Alabastia and surf down to Cinnabar Island. So we arrive at Cinnabar Island. First order of business on Cinnabar Island is to retrieve the key so we can challenge Blaine's gym. Does TM28 contain Tombstoner? Does anyone know the answer? Anyone?
This is it, the showdown against Blaine. The leader of Cinnabar Gym is a fire Pokemon technician. Treat him lightly and you'll get burned.
Blaine was a total pushover. The thing that surprised me most about that fight is that he did not try to use a super potion on a fully healed Pokemon. That's very rare. After we beat Blaine, it's back to Viridian City to challenge the last gym.
This is it! The final gym leader, Giovanni, the dawn of ground Pokemon. The challenger has to work hard for the win.
Giovanni was pretty straightforward. We spammed Earthquake and one-shot everything. Now for the last rival battle before the Pokemon League. I expected a lot more issues with that fight, but no, it was pretty straightforward. Our level advantage seems to be still too high. So after the last rival battle, it's up to Victory Road. In Victory Road, nothing really interesting happened, so let's skip to the Pokemon League. So here are our current stats. Do you think we can beat the Pokemon League? Our attack is great, our speed is still below average, and the rest is still pretty bad.
The challenger now faces the Elite Four. The first opponent is Lorelei.
Lorelei went great. We one-shot everything with Tri-Attack.
The next adversary is Bruno. He is one rugged opponent.
Bruno was also pretty easy. We used Earthquake to beat his two Onix. Because of a little misclick, we beat Hitmonchan with Tri-Attack, and for the rest we just used Fly.
Next up, Agatha, another daunting foe. What strategy will work against this wily lady?
Agatha is up next. This is going way better than I thought. We swept her whole team by just using Fly.
We're coming down to the end. Here's Lance, the last remaining master of the Elite Four.
Next up is the Dragon Champion Lance. Surprisingly, we lost the first attempt. Ice Beam just wasn't strong enough to take out Dragonair, and we got hit by Hyper Beam for half our health. Aerodactyl was faster, and we got hit by a takedown that nearly took us out. We then did not one-shot Aerodactyl with Ice Beam, got confused and knocked ourselves out. We replaced Ice Beam with Blizzard, which I originally didn't want to do because of the accuracy, but I forgot that Blizzard is still 90% accuracy in Gen 1. I will skip the first 3 trainers since they were so easy and we get back to Lance right away. Once we've reached Lance again, our Missingno got to level 99. So here quickly our stats again at level 99. Let's try this again. This time it worked out much better. We one-shot his first 3 Pokemon with Tri-Attack, Aerodactyl missed Supersonic, and we one-shot it with Blizzard. Last is his Dragonite, which we also one-shot with Dragonite. Wait, what? Beating Dragonite with Dragonite? That's obviously meant to be Blizzard. Sometimes even a script can't help me. So that only leaves the rival battle. We used an elixir to fill up our PP before we enter the final battle, since items outside of battle are allowed.
This is truly it! The final battle against the rival! This is the final act in a long and arduous quest in the Gym Leader Castle.
The final rival fight went really well. His Pidgeot survived Blizzard, but it used Whirlwind, which doesn't work in Gen 1. The next 2 Pokemon were one-shots. Against Executor we missed a Fly, but thankfully it didn't hurt us much. The last 2 Pokemons were also one-shots, and so we are the new champions. So to answer the question from the start, can we beat Pokemon Red while only using a single Missingno? We sure can. A few last words to the challenge. It was definitely an interesting one. The start of the game was very hard, but I did not expect the late game to be this easy. If you like that kind of challenge video, feel free to subscribe since there are a lot more Pokemon challenges to come.